Good morning. Good morning. We're just waiting for people to join us, and we will start in about like 30 seconds. We'll let everybody in. Okay, so I'm going to start. Good morning, everybody. My name is Claudia Shah. I work for the Small Business Development Center in the Los Angeles area for the LA County. And we are located all over California. We have 5 districts, and each district has their own SBDC's offices. We support small business owners. Our support comes from resources, information, webinars, and the most important one-on-one consulting, and everything is free. What we do, we will help you grow your business or improve the business that you have, or if you want to start a new business, here we are to support you as consultants, okay? So that's what is the SBDC. You have an SBDC near your location, and we will give you some information throughout the webinar. One of the important things for today that I want to remind you or tell you about is we are going to go through the California Relief Grant. For those of you who already applied, we will give you some information as well on what is happening. But if you can hold up some of the questions until we go over the presentation so you can learn a little bit more or you can know better about it, that would be great. But we will have some of our coworkers there also helping answering questions, okay? Okay, so let's get started. California Relief Grant, we already got done with 3 rounds of the grant. The first 2 rounds, all of the people who apply for it are waitlisted and on the 3rd round, and they were selected. Right now, they are in the process of sending who got the grant or who got approved throughout this week. So if you haven't heard from them, just be patient, and hopefully you will before Friday. If not, then by Monday, you can start like asking if you're waitlisted or not for round 5 and 6. Right now, we are in round 4, and round 4 is only for nonprofits in the art industry. So we will go through that presentation. So I'm not going to go a lot in detail on how to apply and things like that. I want to tell you about the program, and it's more for those who did not apply. So again, if you already applied for the grant, you don't need to reapply, because otherwise you are going to cancel the other application. It's going to be a mess. So don't reapply. You should be in the wait list. You should have got some email. If you didn't, please check your spam or junk email. Maybe it is there. A lot of our clients had that issue, that they got this in their spam, okay? So let's talk about the program and the overview of the program. So like I said, we are right now in, give me 1 second. So we are right now in round 4. Round 4 is only for nonprofit in the art and cultural industries. Round 5 will start on March 25th, but this one is only for those who have not applied. So if you already applied for round 1 and 2, please don't reapply. You will be automatically put in the wait list for round 5 and 6. If you are a nonprofit that is applying in round 4 in the arts and cultural industry, please wait until you are done, until you see what happened, and then apply for round 5 and 6. Sorry, round 5 as a nonprofit. The other thing that I wanted to tell you, so it's only open right now for those in the art and cultural nonprofit. So wait until March 25th to apply. What is this? Oh, okay. One of the good things that I want to point out is not the first come, first serve. So don't rush and say, okay, I need to apply right now. Otherwise, I'm not going to be one of the first ones who's applying. It's not first come, first serve. It goes from that the day that it starts until the day it ends. You have throughout that. Another suggestion or tip is have all the documentation ready, scanned and everything before you really start filling out the application, so you can really complete it in one sitting instead of going back and forth. We will give you some tips on the NAICS codes, where to look for it, the link, so you can have it, and it will be easier for you to find it. The other questions that we get a lot, the program partners. When you are filling out the application, you need to choose a program partner. For nonprofits, right now you have like 3 program partners. One is like Cal Nonprofit, so you can just go there and choose one of the partners. It doesn't matter that you really have work or not with that partner. We are more like the support system for you, so you can choose an SBDC or any other partner that you have worked with. It's just for you to be able to continue. And whomever you choose, remember that entity, because you need to, again, when you're going to log in, choose the same entity. So you cannot choose an SBDC and then Cameo or Small Business Majority or somebody else. You have to choose the same entity. So be careful with that and make sure that you remember which one. Okay, so let's start talking a little bit about the program and what it is about. So again, right now they are doing the nonprofit art and cultural institutions. Who is eligible? Eligible are small business owners, nonprofit and for-profit, that meets the criteria of being a small business. What is a small business? We will tell you in a little bit. It has to be active business before June 1st, 2019. And it has to be or operating or already have a plan to restart or to operate. Business must be impacted by COVID-19. What it means is you need to be having profits on 2019. And in 2020, you need to reflect that you did get affected by the COVID. So it's not for those who were having losses in 2019 and can also apply for this because you were already in a loss on 2019. The taxes, they're not going to accept anymore 2018 taxes. It's only 2019 or 2020 taxes. So you have to have those ready. Again, suggestion is have them already scanned. The other one is you have to have provide the acceptable form of government issued photo ID. So you have to have a photo ID. It can be your passport, it can be your driver license. For those of you who have an IT number, you can do the passport of your country of origin. And business must be able to provide the organizational documents, including all the 2019 tax returns or Form 990 for nonprofits, the filing with the California Secretary of State, if it's applicable, if you have a fictitious business name registration or something that certifies that you are a business, okay? What is a small business? Some of you will come and say, I'm a sole proprietorship. Can I do this? Yes, you can. You have to be a sole proprietorship or independent contractor or 1099s or partnerships, limited partnerships. The important thing is that you have to have revenues between 1,000 and up to 2.5 million in 2019. So remember, you have to have income. So from 1,000 up to 2.5 million. And I'll show you the scale also on how they're going to distribute these monies. Again, you have to have been in operation before June 1st, 2019. You have to be or operating right now or have a plan to operate in the near future. What else is important here before we move into the application per se? So you have to have, okay, see, if you have multiple locations, that's the other thing. If you have multiple locations or you're a franchise or things like that, you have to choose only one of the locations. And the suggestion is choose the one that has the highest income, the highest revenue. So you can choose that. If you have multiple locations here and in other states, remember this is only for California. So the registration should be here in California and you need to have the address here in California for your business. This is for the nonprofit that is going right now, the NACE code, and I'll explain you what is the NACE code in a second that we will have there. I'm not going to waste time in ineligible businesses. If you have a question, if you're eligible or not, please ask us and I'll be more than happy to assist you with that. Let's talk about the funds. How can you use this money, this grant? This grant, you don't need to give it back. It's not a loan. It doesn't have any interest. It's for you to keep, but you do need to use it for the business purpose. Like what? You can use it for paying the employee payroll expenses, healthcare benefits, sick, medical, family leave, insurance, working capital, of course, like rent, utilities, mortgage, principal and interest, any debt obligations, what else? Cost associated with reopening the business. A lot of you had to invest a lot of money in order to reopen, to reorganize, to be fully operational. So you can use that towards that. If you had to invest in any complying with the COVID, for example, safety protocols, equipment, the plexiglass barriers, the outdoor dining, PPE supplies, testing, employee training also, because I know a lot of our small business owners had to do all this training. So you can use it for that. What else? Like any other expense that you had throughout the working related to your business. That's what it is, related to your business. It's not, some of our clients have asked us, it's like, okay, can I purchase, I need a new truck, or I need to lease a new space. No, unfortunately, no, it's for your operational, just to continue what you already have, okay? So no for human resources when you have the Medicaid, no for the severance pays or bonuses, not to pay your taxes, not for legal settlements, just for you to keep on operating. So the other question is, how does Landustry determines and looks into it? They have their own system and to qualify you. So geographically distribution is one of the important ones. The sector of your industry is another one. Your mission when you're a nonprofit, and they have their system and they will let you know. The most important part for you to know, how are you going to get your grant? So if your revenue for 2019, so remember, now they're not accepting taxes for 2018 like they used to for round 1 and 2. Now for round 5 and 6 is going to be only the 2019 taxes, or if you want the 2020. Your annual gross revenue between $1,000 and $100,000, $1,000 and $100,000, you will get $5,000 grant. If your revenue was between $100,000 and $1 million, you will get $15,000 in your grant. And if your revenue was between $1 million and $2.5 million, you will get $25,000 grant. The good news, round 1 and 2 had around 370 something million dollars. This round 5 and 6 is going to have 729. So it will be an opportunity for everybody. Just make sure that you're not reapplying, that you are in the wait list, and you will hold off, and you are automatically enrolled for round 5 and 6. Round 5 coming again on March 25th. Round 6, they have not determined the date yet, but it will be around mid-April or end of April. Documents. Before you start, because you already have this information on what documentation you require, our suggestion is be prepared and have all this document ready and handy, okay? So what would you need? And the one that we suggest you do first is the application certification. This is the, let me signal here like this, number 3. Self-certify the accuracy of information by signing an application certification. You will find the link for the application certification. I'll show you the link in a little bit. You will find that application. Our suggestion is for you to print it out, fill it out, upload it again, because you are going to need to upload it before submitting your application. So have that document ready. You have to have your financial organizational documents, and of course the grant application. We will show you also the grant application. It's pretty simple, pretty basic. All the questions about who you are, who's the owner, and all that main information that we need. So then, in stage 1, there are 2 stages. One is to fill out the application, then you get a password that you have to log in order for you to upload the documentation. So the stage 1. a copy of the signed application certification, the one that I told you that is first, this one here. Then all pages of the most recent tax return filed in 2019. You have to provide it in a PDF or JPEG, and then government issue ID, and evidence of minimum gross annual revenue of no less than $1,000 per year. You have to put this so you can prove that, yes, you did have an income. Then when you do that and you get the password, it will tell you also that you need to a copy of the filing of the California State Secretary of State. If you have like an LLC or an S Corp or C Corp, you will need that. If you don't have that, you will have maybe a DBA that you register with your city or your county. So you need to show that, some of those copies. For the ones that has an LLC and S and all that, you can provide any of this, like the articles of incorporation or the certification of organization or any of those registrations. Then you are going to, if you're a nonprofit, then you can put your most recent IRS tax exemption letter and verification of bank account via electronic registration. You need to have a bank account information, and you are going to log into your bank account through a secure portal that they have in order for them to deposit the money to you. So they will ask you about the bank and you need to have it. So now let's talk a little bit about the application. One of the suggestions also is to have a valid email for your business or for this application. A lot of our clients use info@sbtc.com or things like that. Try not to use those. Try to use like an email that will really get to you and it won't get like lost into your spams or into other people that works with you or somebody else that has access to this type of information, because that has happened also with round 1 and 2. So we're talking a little bit about experience here. So when you are here and you are going to start completing the information, remember that the first thing that we want you to do is the application certification. You need to download that, and there is the arrow to download it. And then you can, or you can save it also into your desktop. If you have a PDF that you can just sign it electronically, you can do it that way as well. Okay. Then you have to complete the certification. You're going to sign it and you're going to save it. This is the certification. There is one for nonprofits and there is one for profits. Select exactly what you are. Are you a for-profit business or a nonprofit business? You have to select what you are. Again, if you already did this, please don't reapply. You're already in the process, if you're already in the wait list. And I am going to be saying that a couple of times throughout the presentation, because we do have a lot of our clients calling and saying, I already applied for round 1, but I have been waitlisted in round 2 and in round 3 and nothing. Don't worry about it. Round 5 is coming, round 6 is coming, and hopefully you will get it there. So bear with us. And this is for profit. You just have your signature, your name, and the information of your business. That's what you need to do, is just to certify that you are a legit business and that you are applying on behalf of your business for this grant. So this is new applicants only are going to be the ones applying for round 5 and 6. And let me just go here. So those of you who were waitlisted on round 3, sorry, and you didn't get selected, remember they are sending information for those who were waitlisted for round 1 and 2 and round 3. They are already sending those notifications. So be patient. Let's wait until Friday. Let's see what happens. If nothing happens, on Monday, you can start communicating with Landustry. We already put in the chat box the information for Landustry for you to contact them in case you haven't heard from them until Friday. So next week you can contact them. So automatically you will get on round 5 and 6. If you're a nonprofit in the art and cultural industry, applying right now as a nonprofit in round 4, you do need to reapply in round 5. So just take that in account as well. Okay, so round 5, again, if you are new applying, yes, you have to apply. You have to put all your documentation in order to get selected for rounds 5th. Okay, so what to do before applying? You can review the application to just make sure what they're going to ask you, just to feel more comfortable about it. These are just tips for you to feel more comfortable about it. They are not going to ask you very hard questions. It's just about who you are, your business information, and just to upload information and documentation there. You can watch videos. You can come to any of our trainings and any of our informational sessions that we're going to have throughout this week, next week at 11 o'clock always. So you can just come, refresh again, listen from us again and say, oh, okay, yes, I remember I have to do this. So you can do that. Prepare the documentation. That's one of our biggest suggestions for you is to have those documentation ready. Because a lot of our clients will start the process and they'll be like, oh, I forgot to copy my ID. And by the time they go or they log out or things like that, they forget where they were and they have to come back. So in order for you not to do that, just having it all in one place in your computer. So you have everything just already scanned, already uploaded and ready to go. And that's why you have the list of the documentation that you need. And then just find a partner. A partner means the SBDC, a partner means the Small Business Majority, Cameo, whomever you wanna choose as a partner. Again, remember, you have to stick with that partner throughout the whole entire process just for the application. If you don't wanna reach out to us because you're good to go and you got everything from these webinars that we're giving you, perfect. But if you need our support, if you need more information and guidance, that's what we are there for. And that's why we're partnering here to support you and to guide you with these questions. Google Chrome. That's one of the recommendations from Landustry is to use Google Chrome when you're applying for this. It is more friendly. It works better for the application process. And remember the email address suggestion, that try to use an email address that is really with your business. So for example, mine is csha@smallbiz. So it is much better rather than info@sbdc or things like that. That's the valid email. Then you have the documentation. There are ways to scan, and I know we are all not experts. I'm not expert in scanning, and I start like trembling a lot when I try to take pictures and things like that. But let's try to see in a nice setting area so you can have like a better view of the documents instead of this way. So you have, for Apple, they suggest if you want to do it on your phone, you can do it with Genius Scan, or the majority use Adobe. So you can do Adobe Scan as well in order for you to scan that, and then you upload it and you save it on your computer. Okay. Sorry. So how to check? This is one of the questions that we have gotten a lot as well. So when you are applying for the grant, just make sure that if it says incomplete, you need to go edit the application and complete it before you upload the documents. And then you have to start uploading the documents. It will give you a link. It will give you the option here. Like here, it says it's incomplete. So you have to go and you have to finish filling out the application. You need to answer all the questions. And then you can come and upload your documents and your bank information. The bank information is all at the end, is just to link where you do banking, business banking, not your personal one, your business, and how to link it for them to deposit the money. Okay. Incognito. There is in Google Chrome, when you click on these three little buttons here on your right hand side, there is an option for incognito. That's their suggestion, to go incognito, so you don't get all those cache and cookies and a lot of things that goes behind the scenes on when we are browsing with our Chrome or whatever we browse with. So what they are suggesting, if you have go incognito and you can start filling out your information by doing that, you will be more secure that way. Okay. Okay. I am going to skip here to this. So select a partner. This is your link, CaliforniaReliefGrant.com, CAReliefGrant.com. That's where you're going to go in order to apply for round 5. Again, right now is not open. Only round 4 is open right now, and it's for nonprofits in the art and cultural industries. And they have to go there and select nonprofit and fill it out there. For round 5, you have to wait until March 25th. In the meantime, start gathering all the documents, start having all that. If you have never applied for this grant, start gathering everything, have it ready. So when they open the portal on the 25th, you are almost ready to go. You have to find a partner. You can find it by county, you can find it by language. And once you find it, you select that and you're going to apply. You're going to, let me just see one thing here. So you're going to go here and apply. And remember, if you are for profit, you have to choose for profit. If you are a nonprofit, you have to choose a nonprofit. Okay. You have to make sure that you're choosing the right category, so you're not applying with the wrong category, because that can also eliminate you from the process. So the information, like I said, is pretty basic. It's pretty simple. And I know a lot of you get confused. It's like, oh my God, what are they going to ask me? Where do I click? What do I do? So this is what we're going to help you with, to understand a little bit of the application, so you are more familiarized on what they're going to ask you once you start navigating inside the application process. So they're going to ask you about your name, your last name, your email, your phone number, your zip code, like all the basics that everybody normally asks you in all this application process. And a phone number where they can text you in case they need something or they want to send you another information, whatever it is. Okay. Okay. Then they're going to ask you about the owner details. The owner details. So who is the owner of the business? We have a lot of people that are partners. So you have 50-50, or you have 51-49, or you have divided it in different places, but there should be one owner. That's the only person who can apply, and the information that should appear here is the information of that owner. It can be the same one that we did in the first page. Yes, it can. So this one can be the same when you are sole proprietorship. Of course, it will be the same person. So yes, you have to fill it out again. So you have to put again here your owner information. Okay. So you're going to put here the owner information, the birthday, social security or IT number, the percentage that you own it. If you're 100%, perfect, just put 100% in there. Okay. Then you just have to say, okay, that you want to acknowledge that you have read this. You can read the terms and conditions, the authorizations, privacy, whatever you want, and then you click OK to it. Now we have the information of the business, and that's why it's important for you to have it handy. So what are you going to have? You are going to have your business name, the DBA, if it's a DBA, if you have an EIN, if you don't have an EIN, normally you should then have as your social security number, because you're a sole prop and you don't have EIN, so that's fine. So use the business phone number, the type, the state, and all those good stuff. Again, pretty basic. That's the information about your business. Now here's where people start like, oh my God, now what is going to be, like, what do I have to do here? And that's why it's good for you to be ready. What is the purpose of the grant? You have to use it for your business. Remember, we talk about what are the things that are eligible for you to get this grant. So it's going to be to pay our employees, it's going to be for paying rent, or to do like 50% employees and then 50% for operating expenses, because we need to pay for all the suppliers and the plexiglasses and whatever not. So you can do that. What else? You can do it also if you want to create new jobs. A lot of you lost your employees because, of course, you couldn't keep them and you need to rehire some, or you need to hire new ones. Go for it. Or now you can expand. Now that we are reopening little by little, you can expand. How many full-time employees you have, part-time, jobs created, job retained, your annual revenue, all those are in your taxes. The revenue information is in your taxes. So remember that. The amount requested, remember that the amount requested is depending on how much you earn, between 1,000 and 100, 100 and 1 million, 1 million and 2.5. So that's what it is. Okay, then this information. Here is where a lot of our clients have panicked. So let me put you at ease. Is just basic questions, but this is what it means. They will ask you if you're a B2B or a B2C, meaning, do you sell business to business as a wholesaler? Do you sell business to consumer like a retail store? You have to choose, or you do both. That's what it is, but you do have to choose something. What type of business it is. So you are a retail, you are a consulting, you are education, you are a restaurant. So you have to choose that. The other part that our customers are like, that our clients are like, what is this? The NACE code. The NACE code is a code that we use to identify your industry, okay? The industry is when you go, and we will put it in the chat box. I will ask Lucia to put it in the chat box, to put the NACE code website. So you can just click there. And if you have like a beauty salon, so you just put beauty salon and it will give you the code that you are. Or you're a restaurant, when you type that, it will show you that. Okay. And what else? If it's a women-owned business, yes or no, disability, ethnicity, rural, then what does your business do? You have here the drop-down menu. Just click there so you can have that. And for the NACE code, sorry, here, you can click here to look at it, but you can also have it beforehand with the link that we just put you in the chat box. So basic questions. This one is the area that a lot of our clients are like, oh my God, what is all this? What are they asking me about? So it's just that. The question about if we're going to do this in Spanish, the webinar in Spanish was already yesterday, and I don't know if they're going to repeat it. We do have one in Spanish in our website, and I think with the link that they will send you today, because it's a Dropbox, you can see and rewatch the webinar that they did yesterday in Spanish. Okay, disclosures. This one is just for them to just make sure that you read everything, that you are saying the truth, and that you're going to file for all this information here. So just what was your gross revenue? You have to just put it here. Is your business currently in need of business advising or not? Advising like us, like at the SBDC, if you need our support or not. Okay, what else? The confirmation. Yay, we're almost like done with this application. So what is this? Do I want to save it and continue later, or do I want to finish completing the application? Because of these webinars, you are already prepared to have everything ready and to finish it in like one sitting. If you can't, of course, you can come back and do it. But here is what you're going to do. You can save and continue later, or you can just go ahead and say yes and continue right away. If you continue right away, then you will receive this message. Okay? You have to go and into your email address. Remember to look into your spam. You have to go into your email address in order for you to see the credentials to log in. And then over here, like you see, you will see the credentials to log in order to activate your account. So our clients think that once they fill out the application and they say, yes, they're done. Remember, you need to upload the documentation, and you're not going to be able to upload the documentations unless you feel you get the password and you log in again and you create the account. That's when you're really, really into their system and doing this. So you have to log in. So it will tell you here, or it will tell you to reset your password. So you can go ahead and input the information here on your login and sign in. Now we come to the uploading part of it. Once you do that, you're going to start uploading your documentation. It will say incomplete, of course, because you're just barely starting and you're to do the uploading process. So it's okay that it says incomplete. You are going to go here, edit application, and it will start telling you what documentation to upload. Sorry. Then it will tell you, if you don't have all the information uploaded, it will tell you that something is pending and you need to finish uploading some documentation and the bank information. The last thing is the bank information. So that's when you really know that you're going to be done with all this. It will make sure that your business type is listed correctly. If you're a corporation, if you're a sole proprietorship. So if you're an individual working by yourself on your own, that means you're a sole prop. If you register with the state, so that means you're an LLC or an S or a C, so that's a corporation. Then you'll have to upload all the pages of your federal tax return. Then you're going to upload whatever documentation they're telling you here. Like, for example, it will tell you here, like government issue ID. So you click here in order for you to upload it. When it's complete, it will say completed. When it's pending, it will say pending. If it's not applicable, because let's say, for example, it will ask you for something that is not applicable to you, you can just go ahead and put NA. But normally all the documentations that are listed there is because you are going to upload them, okay? That's why I said it's important for you to have all the documents on your computer, because then you can just click here and you can browse your files and just go ahead and upload them. It will be easier. If you wait until you are here, take pictures while you're doing this, you're taking pictures, and then it's like, oh, let me go on and grab my taxes or grab my ID and things like that. You are wasting your time and creating also the anxiety. You may be logged out. You may have to log in again. We're just telling you this by experience from round 1 and 2. So that's why we're emphasizing on those ways of doing, like the good things that we have learned from this. Linking the bank account, you have to do it for a business account. They use Plaid, meaning Lendustry use Plaid as their ACH, as a portal in order for you to communicate your bank account with Lendustry for them to deposit the money. So that's something that you need to do. Remember your user ID and your password for your bank account. They will, when you go into their portal, you will see the options of which banks. You choose your bank and you're going to link them here, and you're going to verify. Okay. Okay, so I'm not going to go into this, but this is who they are doing right now. Is nonprofits that are in the art and cultural industry. It has to be a nonprofit and it has to be registered in California, or has to have an address here in California. So this, let me just go all the way down to where we want. In order for you to ask us, now you can start asking questions. If I didn't answer any of the questions that you may have had, go ahead and ask us and we will be happy to assist you. And I'm going to share another screen in a second where I want to show you the application process live. Okay, so again, this is just giving us a summary on the grant, who is eligible. In the chat box, we did put the link for the NACE code, and I'm going to put here the link for the grant. Is not open for the round 5 and 6. Round 5 will open on March 25th. Round 6, we don't have the date yet, but it will be sometime mid-April or end of April. So if you want to wait until round 6, is fine, but you are ready to do round 5. So anytime now you can just start gathering your documentation. It's not first come, first serve. They are going to consider all the entire pool of applicants. So don't worry about that. Okay, this one is just repetition. So let me just go ahead and share again my screen. Give me 1 second so I can share my screen so you can see live how the documents look. Sorry, the website looks like. So let me just open this. Okay. So this is a demo for, let me just go here, for the application. Here it is. So this is the grant program for profits or the grant program for nonprofits. If you are a nonprofit, you need to reapply. If you are applying right now on round 4, you need to reapply for round 5 because the form for round 4 is different than the form for round 5. So here, when they open the portal on the 25th of March, you're going to click here because you are for profit. You're going to click here and you're going to start the application process. Just be careful again with the documents that you need. It is telling you there. So it is telling you how to have all this documentation ready before you go. It's not because some people may say, oh, I forgot what documents did I need. So when you start here, it tells you all the documents that you are going to need, just so you have it handy and ready. Okay, and tells you the grant amounts. Okay, so then you just start apply now and you start the application process. It will start asking you the questions and the business information and all that good stuff. Okay. What other questions do we have? Let's see any of the questions. Do you anticipate any further rounds beyond round 6? That will depend if we get more funds. The good news, $729 million for round 5, $729 million for round 6, compared to 378, I believe it was on round 1, and 378 on round 2. So almost, not exactly double, but almost there. So we are hopeful that all the applicants that we had on round 1 and 2 that were already put into round 3 by default, and now that they're going to put it also in round 5 and 6, with all those, we are going to be able to cover a lot of small business owners that are going to get this. You need the 2019 taxes for your federal taxes. So, okay. What else? There were, okay. This is the California Relief Grant. This is a grant. There are other programs like the PPP and the EIDL that are still moving. Now with what the Congress has passed, we are going to have more into that. We don't have information on what is going to happen, but hopefully we will get some information there. So just bear with us. That's why it's good for you to contact your local SBDC. In the chat box, I'm going to put the phone number for the SBDC in LA County. And I invite you to look for the SBDC in your own counties or cities. So we have Northern Region, Central California, LA County, Inland Empire, Riverside, and San Diego County. So those are the 5 regions in California, because California is a big state. But in all these 5 regions, you have different offices for SBDCs nearby you. So here in LA County, for example, we have 9 offices throughout the LA County for the different areas here. So you can do it like that. Okay, use of fund. Remember that the use of fund for this grant is to use as an operational expense, for employees' expense, for the payroll, for paying the mortgage, the rent. So the information is there, and it's just a matter of looking at this. This presentation is going to be available for you, and you're going to be able to rewatch it, to pause it, to understand it better if we went a little bit fast for you. Okay, and okay, perfect. So Landustry phone lines are so backed up. I have never been able to get through someone. We also put an email address. I will suggest for you to also use the email address, and it will be better. It will be kind of like your support that you did contact them. So just use the email address as well with your question. If you have the information of your your application number and things like that, just put it in there so you can put a better information, the name of your organization, and what your question is about. And yes, you're right, sometimes it takes them 4 hours or 5. We're hoping that things will get better. And because now we are also in we already happened all these stages, and we have these webinars as your support to try to do a better job in order to inform you better. So I think it will be an easier process. The response for if you got it or not, it will take them at least a week or so. So bear with them on that. And again, look at your spam emails or junk email, because sometimes it goes there when they send the emails. Okay. Okay. And I have, okay, but I got to be able to use my funds on paying her. Okay, I don't understand the question, Alba, but you're more than happy to contact us if you have further questions, so we can talk exactly how you use that in a person to benefit your business. Okay. You don't, Justin, you don't have to reapply. So no, there is no reapplying. There is no reapplying. There should be something that tells you, there should be a notification that tells you if you were accepted or not. So please don't reapply. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Alba, I can put the phone number for the SBDC in Spanish here in LA County, so you can call and you can ask us that question in Spanish, okay? And then we can clarify it better for you. I think it will be more convenient for you to do it that way. Okay, let me just stop sharing my screen, and let me share with you all the phone number for SBDCs so you can have it, or you can even look for an SBDC nearby you. So Lucia, I don't know if you have that phone number available, and if not, I will just give it to everybody. Any other questions, any other doubts that you have? Okay, so let me just give you the California SBDC network information so you can contact them directly. You can look for your SBDC. And let me also give you the phone number for the LA network, because we are part of the LA network. So, but you have a network nearby you, so please feel free to call them. And let me give you ours, so you can have our information as well for the LA in English. So, okay. Any other questions? Anything else that we can help you with? If not, again, we are having these webinars every day at 11 o'clock in the morning for the next like 2 weeks or so. So you can just go ahead and attend as many times as you want, just to feel more comfortable, just to listen again to all this spiel, and then you will be ready to apply. Okay, so thank you very, very much for attending the webinar today, and we hope to see you tomorrow And if not, please feel free to apply, and good luck with this process. If you need any support for other things with your business, feel free to reach out to an SBDC. Remember, it's for free. We are here to support your business, to help you. So just reach out to any of the SBDCs that you have near your city, near your county, and we can have the one-on-one conversation via Zoom, via the phone, and help you so you can have a successful 2021, and then from now beyond, and our 2020 can be in the past. So thank you very much. Okay, yes, you can rewatch again. You can come every day at 11. You can rewatch it. You will get this. You will get the recording, okay? Okay. Okay, John, if you want, you can contact your SBDC. Thank you very much. You have to be able to link your bank. If you're not able to link your bank, you need to see what is going on. Maybe is your browser that is stopping you from linking your bank. The question is, I am unable to link my bank. So something is happening with your bank. Maybe your bank is blocking this. Maybe your browser is blocking the link with the bank. You're not using the correct password. So you need to see what is going on. I will consult it with the bank and see if maybe they have something on their end that is preventing from you to be able to do that, to link it. Okay, everybody. So we'll see you again tomorrow. If you want to come back tomorrow, if you want to come back, like I said, for the rest of this week, next week, we're here to help you. Reach out to a local SBDC so they can assist you better. And we'll see you soon. Okay. Yes, you can review again this recording. You will get an email shortly with the recording. Okay. Kayla, if it was a two-way authentication, you need to look at how other way you can do this, because there should be like in your phone or something, you can get a code and you need to do that. So try to see how you can verify that. Okay. Okay. John, if you want to tell me exactly where you are located, John Hopkins, so I can give you the person, or I can tell the person to contact you again. Okay. Oh, really? Okay, so if you're in Los Angeles, John, which SBDC is yours? Or you know what, John? Why don't you call this number that I just gave you, the 866-588? If you already called there, that's fine. Then call the 800 number. The one that I gave, the 800-794-1402, and we can go ahead and help you with your questions. Lucia, the one that is answering for you guys the questions in the back end, Lucia will be more than happy to answer yours. Okay, so give us a call. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for joining us today.